What the fuck is a VIP music offer? And how is it going to help you actually build your music business? So in this video, what I want to do is I want to break down exactly what a VIP music offer is, how it's going to help you. Because if you're an expert musician, whether you're a producer, audio engineer, music teacher, music coach, whatever it is, and you have lots and lots of expertise and skills that you've built up over the years as a musician, and you want to build a business around your music while actually also being able to be profitable and do music, but you don't know how to do that and you're having trouble, this video is going to be for you. If you don't know me, my name's Leezy the Gifted. A little bit about my story, just so you know that I know what I'm actually talking about. I started my music coaching business where I was teaching recording artists how to produce their own songs. Started that in 2023, scaled from 0 to 20K a month in 7 months. And then I more than doubled the business in 2024. So let me take you and kind of zoom in a little bit on the story, because it's going to help you understand exactly what you need to do. And it's going to help you understand what a VIP music offer is and why you need to build one right away. So me personally, I started my music career as an artist. I didn't produce, I just wrote lyrics and recorded vocals. I was a rapper. But then what ended up happening was I wanted to learn music production so I could produce my own songs. So I did that. I went to YouTube University to learn. And I got really good at music production, audio engineering, mixing, mastering, things of that nature. And along the way, obviously, I learned content creation, video, marketing, all these different things. I've sold beats. I've run audio engineering sessions, like recording sessions. I've done remote mixing, mastering. I've sold CDs through cold paid advertising. I've actually sold CDs in the DMs. Obviously, I've done shows, merch. I've done the whole conventional music industry stuff. And it really wasn't until I had a coach tell me, so I had a coach teach me how to sell CDs in the DMs. Like, how do I get music fans to reach out to me wanting to hear my songs, and me turning those fans into paying customers in the DMs? So people were buying my CDs for $9. And again, like I told you, I've done the beats, the mixing, mastering, the recording sessions. So I've done the music business as a producer, audio engineer, artist, all of those different things. And it wasn't until a coach was like, you should do a high ticket coaching offer. And I was like, that sounds hella corny. Like, why would I want to do that? I want to be a rapper. And they're like, well, number one, you're already a coach, right? Because I've been coaching youth basketball. I don't do it anymore, but I had been coaching at that point for about 5 years. So he's like, you are a coach. You have so many skills, right? You know how to market, but you're also an expert musician. You are actually great at music production and writing, and you have so many skills. You should literally take inventory of all your skills, and we should help you come up with a high ticket coaching offer. Because yeah, it's super dope that you've sold beats and you've done hourly sessions and you've sold CDs, but could you imagine if someone paid you $3,000, like one person paid you $3,000 or $5,000 or more? And I was like, yeah, you're kind of right, actually. So I built, a VIP music offer, and I'll explain exactly what the definition of a VIP music offer is. I'm going to show a couple of examples and explain like why this works. So basically, a couple of things go into a VIP music offer. VIP, very important person. What you want to do is you want to make your ideal client feel like what you're giving them is specifically perfect for them. And really what comes before that is you need to identify, who are you actually going after? Who are you targeting, right? Because a lot of producers, audio engineers, music teachers, music coaches are saying just limiting belief things like, oh, well, so many artists are broke. Like, artists don't want to pay. Like, we don't get, like, I remember I was working, I'm not going to say who it is, but I was working with this guy, helping him with like his ads and stuff. And he's a music producer. And we put together a really great offer. He ran ads for literally like 5 days. He spent like maybe $125. And I was like, how are the ads going? And he's like, oh, all the leads are unqualified. Like, all the artists who are coming to us are like unqualified. And I'm like, well, bro, you've only spent $125. But he wasn't getting super clear on who he wanted to go after. And so that's actually really the first thing to building a VIP music offer is, who am I actually going after? Because like, yeah, obviously there's millions and millions of clients that you could serve. And of course, most of them are going to not have a lot of money, and that's fine, because we're not building an offer for the masses. We're building an offer for your VIP clients, your VIP audience members, right? So so the first thing is getting clear on who it is you're actually going after. The next thing is building something super unique for them, for that VIP person. And what you need to do is you got to just basically, you got to come up with who are you going after and what problems specifically are you solving for them. And then I like to think of it as I'm going to throw every single thing at them I possibly can. Like I want to make this offer as great as I possibly can. And it's not like I have to include tons of different, high quantity of things in my offer. Like it's not about the features of your offer. What it's more about is just making that person feel like you're actually going to get them to where they want to go. And it's taking them through a transformation. So for me, instead of the amount of things or the features, it's more about the actual pillars or the phases you take people through. So let me give you a couple of examples. So for me, for my offer, what it was I was teaching recording artists how to produce their own music. So produce, mix, and master. Okay. So specific for recording artists, very specific transformation. You're going to learn how to fully produce your own music in 90 days. In 90 days, here's what you're going to get. You are going to have at least one song fully produced, mixed, and mastered by you that you're excited to release. Extremely specific for a specific person, specific outcome, specific transformation, right? And in that, like the pillars were really simple. Pillar one was you got to gear up. Like you got to have the right mindset to actually get into being an elite creative. This is for the music production coaching offer. Mindset, hardware, software. Right? Some of my clients would come in and they would have a laptop or a computer, but they had to upgrade. They wouldn't have a great mic, whatever it was. I'm like, okay, here's all the gear you actually need. You don't need a ton of gear, but you need this. Okay. And then in terms of software, you don't need to get tons of software, but I was telling them you need a DAW, Logic or Ableton. If you have FL, like that's chill too, whatever. But you need a DAW. You need Splice. You need Arcade. You should get Waves, Creative Suite, and you should get Isotope Ozone. Like those are the things you should get. Like get those things and you're going to have a super great, the gear. Then it was like, cool, we're going to produce instrumentals, the melody, the drums and bass, then arranging it. The last thing is recording, mixing, mastering, like setting up your vocal recording. Basically, how do you set up your own home recording studio that like sounds high quality, pre-mixing your vocals, then the actual mixing process, like super in depth, and then mastering. So it was like, boom, 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 boom. Very step by step by step. And every time I would get on a call with a potential client, you can call it a sales call, a discovery call, a strategy session, whatever the fuck you want. When I would get on those and I would explain these pillars to people, they literally were like, oh my God, I can actually really see how this is going to transform my life. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't just, and like in terms of the features, it was video modules to watch, group calls once a week, a community, and you could have chat access with me. And I was even doing some one-on-one coaching as well. So it wasn't the features that sold them. It wasn't like, oh my God, a video course, and oh my gosh, it wasn't that. It was who I'm going after, and a recording artist hearing this and being like, yo, this sounds like this is just for me, right? Taking them through a specific transformation and then showing them the pillars and the phases of how they're going to actually get there. Does that make sense? Now, you don't have to build a coaching offer to build a VIP music offer. I do not think you need to do just coaching. I have a client I've worked with named Ange. She's a producer. She actually came to me in the music production coaching program first to like get better at music production. But then after that, she was like, and I'll be honest, I have to give credit to Ange because she was kind of what sparked my inspiration for what I'm doing now with Music Money Mastery, which now what I'm doing is I'm teaching expert musicians how to build their businesses online, right? So she was really the one who inspired me because she asked me, hey, Lee, can you teach me how to build my business? Because I kind of want to do my music business as a producer. And I was like, yeah, I would love to do that. And I just worked with her one-on-one. But what ended up happening was she actually got 7 custom production clients in the first 30 days that we worked together. She ended up getting to about $5K a month while she was in college. And she's had clients pay her upwards of $6,000 for custom production. And here's what her offer is. Her offer is custom production. She was more in the hip hop, R&B, pop realm. It doesn't really matter. You can be in any genre. I don't coach based on genre. It doesn't fucking matter. But here's what her offer was that I helped her come up with. A custom exclusive unlimited rights beat, right? Because in that world, in like the hip hop, R&B, pop world, like if you go on like BeatStars, like there's all these different rights, like exclusives, unlimiteds, blah, blah, whatever. And like there's all of these different, just you get it, right? So first it was custom exclusive unlimited rights beat. The second thing was a mix. And then the third thing was a master. So she's going to create your entire song. On top of that, you get bonuses with it. Okay. First bonus, for your first time working with her, she's going to give you an additional custom exclusive unlimited rights beat. And she's going to give you a vocal recording course. Now, here's the interesting about this thing. This is how we framed it. Basically, when you're a producer, you know this as being you might be a music coach or a music teacher, but if you're watching this and you're a producer or an audio engineer, when you work with artists and you need them to submit vocals to you, they kind of need to do it a specific way, right? Like, you know that if an artist submits vocals to you and the vocals are too loud, or, you know, they were too close to the microphone, right? Or whatever it is, then you know that, like, you can't really mix the vocals that well. So she was telling me, hey, like, I keep having this problem where, like, artists are sending me their vocals and they sound like shit. So I was like, why don't you give them instructions on how to send you vocals? And you know what you should do? Why don't you just take what I've taught you with pre-mixing your vocals and, like, create your own vocal recording course? And really what it is it's kind of an instruction manual for how you want them to send vocals, but you package and frame it like it's a course, and it's like you're offering them that kind of value. And she's like, oh shit, that's a fucking nice idea. So she did that as a bonus. The other thing was she put together a community. All of her artists that she was working with, they kept asking her for a community. They were like, do you have other artists you're working with? We want to collab with people. We want to link up with other people. We want to have a network. She was so resistant to that. She's like, I don't really know how to do it. Like, I don't know if I want to do all that. I'm like, they're asking for it. Just fucking do it. Like, go and, like, create a membership. Like, you don't have to do anything. Just put all of them together. You don't need to put them all together, put your vocal recording course there, and just, like, host a group call once a week or once a month or something. Like, who cares? She's like, okay, great, I will. So think about her entire offer: custom exclusive unlimited rights beat, mix, master, an additional custom exclusive unlimited rights beat, a vocal recording course, and a community with coaching in it. She started selling it for $500, then moved it up to $750, then $1K, then $1.5K. What ended up happening was the cool thing about her offer was that monthly recurring revenue was baked into what she did, because artists wanted to keep coming back for more. Because obviously, like, once they made one song with her, they're like, okay, I need to keep working with you. Because she offered so much fucking support, and the quality of her music and the quality of her work was so high. And she would do this. She would actually send hats to people and shirts to people when they bought from her. So they felt very, like, connected to her, right? So if you think about it, even in a world where there's millions of beats on the internet and there's tons of people who do mixing and mastering, like, beats, mixing, and mastering is so commoditized. But I helped Ange, and Ange, I got to give Ange the credit. I helped her, but she did the work. Ange was able to cut through the noise and get clients to pay her up to $6K because they wanted to do multiple songs. She's having clients pay her $500 every single month on monthly recurring on retainer. She sold beats in the DMs without a sales call for $500 because she put together a VIP music offer. So you need to start to think about your music business this way. You cannot just keep selling cheap lease beats. You cannot just keep charging by the hour for mixing, mastering. You cannot just keep selling mid-ticket mixes and masters. You cannot just keep doing teaching sessions. Like, if you're a music teacher, you can't just keep doing teaching sessions by the hour. If you're a music coach, you can't just keep selling one-on-one coaching, and you cannot just keep doing this anymore. You have to make a change. You got to make a change to start putting together a VIP music offer. All right. So my goal with the video is I just want to try to provide as much value for you as possible and just shift your beliefs. I really hope that we did that here in the video. And I'm really just thankful to provide any value to you that I possibly can. All right. Well, appreciate you watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.